Hi there, Andrew here. I love anime, but I have no patience, so I'm giving every new show of the summer 2017 season one episode to hook me. Welcome to Debut Review. Today, I will be watching Gamers! It has an exclamation point, so Gamers! What is it about? Gamers! Would you like to be with me in the Gamers Club? Amano Keita is a perfectly mediocre. Interesting. Amano Keita is a perfectly mediocre loner with no particular distinguishing features other than his love for games. One day, his school's prettiest girl and gamer club president, Tendo Karan, suddenly calls out to him. That moment changes Keita's life forever, as he now finds himself in the midst of a rom-com with beautiful girl gamers! Ellipses. Or, well, that's how it usually goes. Not with him, however. I wonder what she calls out to him. Hey! Alright, poster. Let's see. So is, what's his face? Amano Keita. Is he gonna be the kid on the left with the PSP? Or Vita, or whatever that is? Or the guy on the right? I'm gonna guess the kid on the left. And Tendo Karan is going to be, I'm going to guess the gal with pink hair because she seems frustrated with everyone's shenanigans. We will have no shenanigans in our games, and it looks like they're playing in a field of Tetris blocks. Alright. Gamers. Let's check it out. You know, I might actually watch episode 2. And for the first 20 minutes of the show, I didn't think I would. Not that not that the first 20 minutes are bad, they're just fine, aggressively mediocre, one might even say. The problem with the first 20 minutes is there's almost no indication of where the hell is this going, what is the point. All the characters are fine, decent people. But for the first 20 minutes, here's the story. There's a school, and there's this guy in the school, and he meets this girl in the school who invites him to join her gamer club, which is about a bunch of other people in the school who sit in a room and play video games. That's it. That's literally it. Now, as the show description says, our protagonist here is just a mediocre guy, kind of average dude. Just sits in a corner by himself and plays video games. So doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of friends. And entering the gamer club would give him an opportunity to make some friends. And so you think, okay, so he'll join the gamer club and he'll actually have friends who share his interest and passion in something. And they're like, so are you in? And he's thinking, he's thinking, you guys, you're all wonderful people, and I finally have friends and people to share my interest with. And even the upperclassmen who seem kind of, standoffish and above us are like, I'll help you be a first-person shooter master, and you can use my fighting game arcade stick. And he's like, wow, this is so cool. no thanks. And they're all like, eh? Personally, I would have cut the show right there, because that's just a great... No, really? Where's this show going? But it actually goes for another couple of minutes, which was enough to make me kind of interested to tune into episode 2 and just see where the hell they're going with this. So he's back in class, playing with his handheld, and oh, I was wrong, by the way, or, well, I was half right. The guy in the lower left with the handheld is our show protagonist, but the gal in the pink hair is not the high school's prettiest girl in Gamer Club president, Tendo Karan. She's the blonde-haired woman in the front. So she approaches him in class and, you know, says, hey, I'd really like you in the club. And what they've been doing is every time she, being the most popular girl in school, talks to this guy who's just a quiet dude who sits in the corner, they have this joke where everyone stops what they're doing and, you know, watches that. Oh my god, she's talking to him? Slackjaw, aghast. You know, the final time they do this at the end, there's a quick gag of one of the other school students just being so beside herself that she like falls in her chair, and it's actually pretty funny. That one got a bit of a chuckle out of me, just as a visual gag. So she talks to him and is like, I'd really like you to join the club, and he's getting a little notification on his phone that someone wants him to join in one of those social networking games, you know, Candy Crush Online or whatever. And she's like, please join my club, and he reaches for her hand, and their fingers are just about to touch me. No thanks. I'm like, well, dick. You know, and he explains to her, and his explanation is actually kind of interesting. He's like, look, I don't want to play for competition. I don't want to play because it's my job, so to speak, in a club. I just want to play my games on my own terms, just for the enjoyment of playing games. And that's actually a solid reason for a passionate gamer to not want to actually join a gamer club. Because, and I can relate to that in a sense, I don't play multiplayer games because games to me are very personal. They're a personal experience. They're me time, you know? I don't want to play with other people. I want to play with myself. Okay. So, fine explanation. And she starts crying, and it's not totally clear if she's putting it on, trying to guilt him into the club, but she's, like, dropping hints that, well, maybe I was just interested in you. And you think, well, she's gotta be, because otherwise, why would she be pursuing this guy that aggressively? He's obviously not interested, and he's kinda rude. And then she slips on a banana peel and face plants. And then runs out. There were also a couple other things that have me interested. In the beginning of the show, when they're introducing the characters, there are little text boxes that pop up to give the characters' stats, so to speak. It's like, what's her name? Tendo something or other? Tendo Karan. Tendo Karan, age 16, height 150 centimeters, whatever. And, and the narration is, she's the top of the school, and there's little text bubbles that pop up every once in a while, and she won't be for long. It's like, how ominous. And there's a bunch of little things like, they will fall from grace predictions that pop up on the screen, which contribute to my interest in checking out at least episode 2. So, a little uneven, a little confusing as to what exactly the point of this show is, but drops enough little hints or little things throughout the show and goes in a direction you don't expect it to go at the very end. I mean, you watch this and you're like, and he joins a club and it's the adventures of a club of gamers. But he immediately goes, nope, and leaves, and you're like, oh, really? No? Well, didn't see that coming. So, yeah, I think I'll, I don't know if this is going to pan out, if it's going to be something I keep watching, but, well, I'll let you know in the debut review finale what I thought of episode 2 and if I watched any episodes past that. So, game on, all you crazy gamers. See you next time.